In this video, I offer 7 tips about ground school studies for PPL students. If you feel a little overwhelmed by the amount of knowledge you have to absorb, or you just want to complete the ground school training as efficiently as possible, then stay tuned. I learned to fly in the 1980s and obtained a private pilot's license in 1991. I used the Trevor Tom PPL manuals and went to evening ground school classes. For some students, the prospect of studying the ground school subjects for the PPL is just as daunting as learning to fly itself. Perhaps you were not top of the class in maths or English. Maybe you doubt your own abilities. Or is it the thought of speaking on the radio that worries you? The sheer amount of knowledge on unfamiliar subjects that you will be expected to absorb may fill you with dread. If you're learning to fly later in life, then it could be a while since you did any formal study, let alone pass any exams. However, the PPL ground school subjects fall into several categories. Each of those categories is further subdivided into related sections. You know the old saying, question, what's the best way to eat an elephant? Answer, one piece at a time. By taking it slowly and absorbing each lesson as you progress, you will be surprised just how much you have learned in a few weeks. Here then are my 7 tips for ground school studies. 1. There's an abundance of information out there. Before the arrival of the internet, the only way to study the PPL ground school subjects was using textbooks and going to classes. The books and the classes remain essential components, but now there are so many other supplements you can use. Apps that provide you with quizzes to test your knowledge. Social media groups in which you learn from each other. Anecdotes and explanations on pilot blogs. Graphical e-learning software and e-books written by pilots for student pilots. Today you have so many ways of accessing the required knowledge that it can present a bewildering amount of choice. Try these various options and use one or two that work best for you. 2. Go at your own pace. It's not a race. You're not competing with other students, so if you attend classes and others seem more knowledgeable, then don't be dismayed. This is not about being first past the post. This is about learning and understanding in such a way that it makes you a more confident and competent pilot. If you need more time, take it, and remind yourself that often the people who learn more slowly learn more deeply. 3. Enjoy the PPL ground school subjects. Presumably you're learning to fly because you have more than a slight interest in aviation. So approach all the ground school subjects with a sense of curiosity. Be open-minded to the ideas and concepts. By making this conscious effort, you will remove some of the resistance that makes learning difficult at times. 4. Don't be shy to ask for extra help. If your flying school provides only group classes and you feel yourself falling behind, or if you simply don't understand certain aspects, then ask for additional help. Many of us went to schools with large class sizes, so we didn't always receive the tuition that we needed. The advantage of flying schools is that you can easily obtain that extra one-to-one tuition from an instructor. 5. Get into the habit of regular study. A little and often is usually the best way to proceed. Read a chapter, mull it over, contemplate it until you're satisfied you've got the general idea, then move on. It can be helpful to set aside the same times each week so that it becomes a habit. Set a schedule that's realistic for you and stick to it. 6. Remind yourself why you are studying these subjects. Studying the PPL ground school subjects is not a tick-box exercise designed just to get you through a multiple-choice exam. A good understanding of all the subjects will enhance your enjoyment of flying by making you a more confident pilot. For example, by understanding the aeronautical theory behind stalls, you'll appreciate the practical exercise in the air and be more comfortable with it. 7. The learning never ends. Once you've passed the exams, don't stop there. Continue to maintain a healthy standard of knowledge by reading aviation books and magazines. Learn from other pilots who have made mistakes and written about them. The I Learned About Flying from That volumes are packed with stories written by pilots who made a mistake or an error of judgment. They learned from the experience and have now passed on that knowledge to us. Here's a reminder of what you'll be studying in your PPL ground school. Air law, operational procedures, human performance and limitations, meteorology, navigation, flight performance and planning, principles of flight, aircraft general knowledge, and communications. Good luck with your studies!